Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Girl from Schenectady podcast. I'm your amazing host, Aduayo Magic Kodumi, aka Ayo Magic, the girl from Schenectady. Hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you're ready for this episode because this is going to be a spicy episode today. I have this queen with me today. You guys probably know her. She's done a lot of projects with me. She was in my short film, Salsa Love. I post a lot of things that we do together on social media. She's one of my favorite people on earth. But before I introduce her, let me tell you a little bit about her background. So she is an American actress, singer, model, writer, and leading light in self-love and empowerment. She graduated from the University of Alabama at Birmingham with a degree in business marketing. She is dedicated to assisting people becoming the highest express of themselves. She got her start in musical theater and has since done a variety of short films, feature films, web series, including Cheating Hurts, Someone That Takes Pictures Average, Salsa Love, my film, What It Means to Love, Grief, Holiday Chants, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Miss Alexa Fanchette Brown. Hey, Queen.
Hi. I am amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. And you've been on my podcast, I think. When I did the audio, you were on 2 episodes audio.
Yes.
We had a blast. So I was like, I have got to get you on this couch, girl. Because every time we talk, it's like, it's a moment. Right?
It is. It's always a moment. It's always like a mini therapy session.
It is. I swear. Right? So I have so much to talk to you about today. But first, I have a quote. And I saw this quote and it just like blew my mind. So I want to get your opinion about it. Okay? So it says, a bird is safe in its nest, but that is not what its wings are made for, by Emmett Ray.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one. That's a good one.
Too. Yeah. What do you think?
I think we all feel safer in our comfort zone, but I think if you never try, you never know.
Yes.
And I just feel like we were all made to fly. Like, honestly, you should just go for it. And if you fall, you fall. But then, like, you'll learn. Eventually, you will fly.
Yes. Ooh, that's so good. That's pretty much what I thought when I read it too. Because it's like, oh yeah, you're safe in your nest. We can always be safe in our comfort zone. That's what I took it to. Just be comfortable, be safe. That's nice. But God gave you wings. We all have wings. And I believe that's all of us. Like, we all have wings.
I agree.
Every human being on earth. Not one of us that doesn't have wings. There's some people I know on this earth, they're like, well, some people have wings and can fly. Some people have this and that and they can do this. And I'm like, no, boo-boo. We're all in this boat together. We're all human. We all have the same legs, the same feet, the same arms, the same brain. Like, we can fly, right?
Agreed.
So it's really like a mental thing. Like, I feel like you have to believe that God gave you those wings for you to fly and to win, to fly and go somewhere, not to be settled in your comfort zone and stay in this, this bubble all the time.
I feel like a lot of people live in mental cages that they create for themselves.
Yes.
A lot of the times. Like, it's all in their head. It's imaginary. They have these imaginary, like, limits and cages that they put on themselves or somebody else put on them and they just never got out of it.
That's so true. Oh, my God. That is so true and so sad because you have to and it's true, some people may speak negative things to you and that forces people to not want to use their wings. They're like, well, I'm not going to try anymore. I'm just going to stay in my comfortable place. It's too scary. That's what it is, I think, right?
It is. And there's so many amazing, talented people that were told no. Some of the greatest people in the industry were told no so many times and told they were never going to make it.
Yeah.
And look what happened. So I just feel like even if it's from like an industry professional, don't take that no. Keep going. Somebody is going to see it.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to see it and somebody's going to like it. Somebody's going to like what you're creating.
Oh, my God. That is so good. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, I told you this is going to be good. That is so true. I hope this blesses somebody's socks off. I hope it does. But it spoke to me. So anyways, I'm glad I found that quote and I was like, it gave me some power over taking a risk and not, because I guess I'm kind of a risk taker in that everything I do, I know there's a risk involved. But if I know that it's going to make me feel like nauseous for me not to take the risk and I'm not going to feel comfortable, I'll take the risk. I'm that person.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I would rather flop than not try.
Yeah.
I feel like I would be more embarrassed of myself for not trying.
Yeah.
Like,
that's how I feel.
feel like I would feel like I was a coward, like I'm not being brave, like I'm not being authentic. Like, I would much rather flop than not do it because I care too much about what other people think.
Exactly. That's right.
And most people are scared seen trying. I think that's like the main thing. It's not that they're scared to do it. They're not scared to fail. They're scared that other people are going to watch them fail and have something to say about it.
Yes, exactly. Girl, listen, because you be posting these amazing videos, and I love your videos. I don't know if you guys watch her videos on Instagram, y'all. She be pouring some knowledge and just inspiring my socks off. And it's always timely. Everything you post in your videos, like what I need to hear in the moment is what you're always saying.
I am so happy
You're
to hear
so
that.
anointed. Yeah, I just have to tell you that, girl. So that's why I knew that's why I was like, oh, this is going to be good. Okay, so moving on, girl. I got a lot to say. But first, before we get into this question, I wanted to ask you about something really quickly, because we're going to talk about dating and all that stuff later. But because we have Battle of the Sexes coming up September 28th, guys. Tickets will be on sale in Eventbrite. So follow me on Instagram for details on that. But you posted a video once. It really caught my attention. You said, this idea of both of us, men and women, being a prize, you're not down with it. You said...
Not that one.
Yeah! You said, men have to be champions. What does a champion get? A prize. A champion gets a prize. So you were like, so men, be a champion and then you will get the prize. Like, I never ever heard of that before, and I'm just curious how that came up to you, where you got that, and what did you mean by that?
I feel like I get everything from God. Like, literally everything comes from God. I wish I could take the credit. I cannot.
Okay.
I think there are prizes and there are champions. And most, like, and even there are some cases where the men decide to be the prize and, like, the woman decides to be the champion, and that's fine. That's good and fine. I think everybody should be where they want to be. Me personally, I want a champion. Like, I want a warrior in the ring, and then you get me, I'm the prize. Like, I feel like there are prizes and there are champions, and I think being a prize is kind of on the feminine, like, spectrum to me. I feel like I'm into more masculine energy, so I feel like to each its own, but there are prizes and there are champions, and most prizes want to be with champions. And a lot of prizes in their head, I feel like, want prizes, and that's not how it works. Like, men that want to be the prize want a prize, and like most prizes don't want prizes, they want champions.
Exactly.
Even if they're like really established and accomplished and they look good, they're still champions. You know what I mean? There's still like champion energy about them. Yeah, but these days, men are...
Wow. That is so good, girl. Yeah,
Interesting.
Thank you for explaining that, because I took it as, because, I've heard a few men, saying, I hang around a circle of amazing men. I'm very blessed by that. Ladies, get yourself some amazing men around you if you're a single woman, because my male friends really pour into me and keep me accountable for what I want in a partner. And, these are just like my friends. And they're
not afraid to hurt your feelings.
Yeah,
they'll be like, girl, no.
Yes, they'll tell me the
truth. Or like, girl, you made the right decision.
Yes, exactly. That's what I love about my guy friends. And I know some men, not them specifically, but I know some men, they're like, well, we're a prize too. Men are a prize too, blah, blah, blah. But they miss the whole point of
it's not that they don't have inherent value, because they do. Obviously they do. And I think in their head they think because they're not the prize, that means they're not valuable. No, duh. Of course you're valuable. Otherwise women wouldn't want you. You do have some value.
Yeah.
It's just not, you're just not pedestalized for it. You're more pedestalized for what you do, typically, and what you bring as far as like providing and protecting.
Okay, gotcha. Wow. And, and for me, too, it's just the fact that I think some men, they think, well, I buy her dinner and I give her sex on a regular basis, so I'm doing enough, and they're like, or that's enough for me to be with a prize. And I'm like, no, actually, you need to do more than that.
And they're probably not with prizes. Yeah. I promise you they're not. They're not. They're not. And they could, don't get me wrong, there's some gorgeous girls that settle, but I promise you they're not happy.
No, of course
they're not happy.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, I agree. Not everybody that's in a relationship is 100% happy.
No, most people that aren't in relationships are 100% happy.
Yeah.
I saw this post that was so funny. She was just like, you're going to find your person to this single girl. And you're like, your marriage is a disaster. You married your enemy. You married somebody that doesn't even like you. And I can relate to this because, like, there are so many people that are, like, giving me relationship advice. And I look in their marriage and I'm like, that scares me.
Wow.
If anything, your situation is a deterrent for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want that, please.
Yeah.
Anything but that, actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What? Oh my goodness, girl. We could go on and on, let me tell you. But let's get into some of these topics because I got some real deep stuff to get into. We're going to talk more about relationships. I have another relationship question later. But I wanted to ask you this question about, it just came to me because these things come to me. I'm a deep thinker, right? Self-reinvention and reinventing yourself. Do you think reinventing yourself is necessary for personal and professional growth, or can you evolve without completely starting over? What do you think about that?
I think it depends. I think you should definitely. I feel like, of course, there are going to be parts of you that are great and you need to take them with you. But I do think there are parts of you that you need to shed to be able to evolve and grow.
Oh, boy, that's good. You have to shed.
You do. You have to shed. There are some things you just have to shed. You just have to let it go.
Wow.
And there, like, change involves, like, sacrifice. It's discipline.
Yeah.
There are things you're just going to have to do differently.
Yeah. Ooh, girl. And it's interesting. It kind of also goes with the quote with the nest thing and flying using your wings. It's funny how all these things go together. But I was listening to a sermon not too long ago, and I've heard this more than once, where a pastor said, like, something has to die within you before you can get to the next level. Sometimes you have to, like, leave things behind, or something has to die, like go away, before you can actually get to the next chapter of your life of where you want to be, you know? And that scared me. I was like, something has to die. What do you mean? Like, you know, but I understand. It's kind of like that reinventing yourself thing, because I'm obsessed with reinvention. I'm constantly trying to improve, trying to find ways to be different and I don't know, and just feel different, because I feel like if I'm trying to get to a different place in my life, I can't keep doing the exact same thing. Something needs to change. Something needs to be transformed within me for me to be able to see that change, you know, outside of my circumstances. So that's kind of like the type of person I am. And I was just thinking about that, and I was like, do we really need to, like, reinvent ourselves, or can we just evolve without completely? And in the starting over part, it's like, how do you start over? Because I feel like some people think they have to move or start a new job or get a new haircut. That's reinventing themselves.
No.
Like, does that count? Or
I think that's part of it. I think that's definitely part of it. But I think people think that, like, leaving a situation is going to change them when it starts internally. Because you're just going to bring the same self and your same thought processes and your same patterns and your same habits that have gotten you to the place that you don't want to be. I think you really have to dig deeper than just moving or changing your hair.
That
which
makes sense.
you should. You should buy clothes that make you feel good. I believe nothing in your life should make you unhappy. You should buy furniture that makes you happy. You should wear colors that make you happy. You should do your hair the way you should. I feel like everything in your life should be set up to make you happy and bring you some sort of joy.
Totally agree. I'm totally agreeing with you. Sorry, girl. You know, I have my fan. I'm like, hot flashes, y'all.
No, as you should. No.
Trying to stay cool. I totally agree, though. That's so good.
No. And I think, honestly, I don't think it's reinvention to the point where it's like the old you was so bad. I think it's a lot of healing and unlearning, because I think we told ourselves stories about ourselves that weren't true necessarily, or we have these limiting beliefs and beliefs about ourselves that weren't necessarily true. So I don't think it's like, oh, I'm shedding all these horrible things about me. No, this is who I had to be to survive in that moment. Those are I use the knowledge and the tools and the understanding I had at that moment to get me through it, and now I don't need them anymore because I've learned and I've evolved and I've healed. So I think to just regard your old self like they were a horrible person, I don't think that's good. I think most people do the best they can with the knowledge and understanding.
I agree. That's so good. So basically, just where you're at, you can always go from where you're at in life.
Yes.
Yeah. It's not like, oh, you're a completely bad person. Everything you've done is bad and you need to completely change everything about you. No, because everything you do that we go through, it helps us become who we are and where we're going. It's part of the process. Kind of,
and
right?
I think it's like a horrible way to look at yourself. Like, oh, I was just this horrible. You know what I mean? You did the best you could.
Exactly.
Most of the time. Nobody just wants to mess up all the time. Nobody just you know what I mean?
I agree.
I think we're way too hard on ourselves.
I agree.
And I think we should give ourselves grace.
I agree. I totally agree. And I think that's the good place. When you give yourself grace, and that's where that self-love comes in, and you give yourself grace and you understand that, then you're willing and you want to reinvent yourself. You enjoy evolving. You enjoy becoming something new. You enjoy learning. You enjoy transforming, right? That's kind of where I think I see myself in my life. Like, I look at all the mistakes or things, choices I made, where it got me, who I am. I don't regret it, but I'm excited to take all of that and let it help me grow and continue becoming what God has for me, right? And who God wants me to be. Girl, listen, this is so good. This other quote, I had this quote, which is kind of around what we're talking about. It's the same thing, basically. But I'm sure that you've heard the famous quote about madness is doing the same thing and expecting different results. And how do you think this applies to everyday life?
I think the smallest habits that you do every day builds up to like what your life is.
Okay.
So I think doing the same thing over and over again and thinking something is going to be different is obviously insane. Like, you have to change it.
Of course.
You have to change your habits. You have to change your behaviors. You have to change your thought processes to get to where you want to be.
I agree. I totally agree. That's so good. Yeah, that's my whole thing too. If something's not working, or at some point I think we always find ourselves in a place in life where you're like, okay, so I've been here for 10 years and this part of my life hasn't changed. So I need to make sure that I'm not doing the same thing. If I've been in the same situation for 10 years or longer and it's exactly the same, there's something that needs to like change. I need to try something
not
different.
Working.
Something's not working. Yeah. And I think that's important to notice that. I think it's important to notice that. I mean, the ability to even be able to notice that is transformation.
Being self-aware is very like important.
Yeah.
It's not a quality that a lot of people have.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think sometimes people get so comfortable in their comfort zone, they don't even know that they're in the same situation for 10, 15 years, you know? And it's like, I don't know, I guess it's everybody's different. But I know for me, I do that. Like, I'm like, okay, so this has been the same for 10 years. I've been in this situation, or I found myself here before. That means I need to do something different. I must be doing the same thing over and over again because I'm not seeing the results I want, right? So that's that self-assessment that I have to do. Like, I don't want to keep doing the same thing. I'm not going to get what I want. So let me change something, right? It's kind of that reinventing yourself thing, too.
It is. It does. It all goes together.
It does, yeah. Anyways, girl, this is so good. So I have this question for you, and this just came to me because this is my experience. You're smiling? Oh, this is going to be
Putting
good.
me on the spot.
I'm putting you on your spot. This is going to be good. This is based on my experience, like personal stuff that I'm dealing with. But I wanted to get your opinion. When one person lets go easily, why do some people seem able to walk away from relationships or friendships without much struggle, while the other person struggles? So meaning one person can walk away and move on really quickly from a friendship or a relationship, and the other person is like, keeps calling, texting, or trying to reach out.
I think it's probably on some level some abandonment wounds.
Ooh.
And also
Said what I was about to say.
A lot of people think that like they use other people for validation. Mm-hmm. So if this person leaves me, that means I'm less than, or if this situation didn't work out, it means that I'm not good enough and I don't deserve love. And it's not necessarily the case. I think other people, like for me, I don't like letting go of situations just because I hate giving up. Like I hate giving up on people because I so wanted this to work. But as soon as you make me betray myself, as soon as I have to choose between like loving you and betraying myself, then I have to choose me. Then that's when I just like, I can cut it off, because it's like, to lose me is insane. Like I would have done anything for you. So for you to lose me, like it was on you. Truly and honestly, like it was on you.
Yeah. Oh my God, that is so good. And again, I have to say self-care, self-love, knowing your worth, knowing your value. That is so good. Yeah, I have to ask this question because I was kind of looking within myself. I found myself in a few, mostly relationships with men, but one or two friendships. Also, I've had this problem, but I would say mostly with my male relationships, men that I've dated in the past. But I realized that it's easy for me to let go really quickly of people, and when it gets to a certain point, you know. And this is not like, oh, I just dismiss people. No, it grows because I'm a patient person. I feel like I'm patient. You know, I give people chances, and I'll be with someone I'll have a friendship for 10 years, and then at some point I'm like, yeah, this friendship doesn't serve me anymore. I gotta keep it moving. So it's not that I dismiss people, but I realize that it's easy once I get to a certain point, or I think it's God gets me to that point. I'm like, I have to let go of this relationship or friendship. Like I can't look back. Like I'm done. You know what I mean? And I thought about that, and I was like, why am I like that? Like, is that something I need to talk about in therapy, or is that a good thing or a bad thing? But then I noticed also that I'm not a needy person. I'm very self-sufficient and independent. And I realized as a child, I grew up in a house with brothers and sisters. I have a big family. And I think even with my friends that have big families, you have a big family too.
I do.
Which is interesting. I had a lot of love in my family, and I still do. But I think once I got to college and I became independent, I loved my space. I was this girl like, ooh, I could be on my own. I can breathe. You know, no brothers and sisters knocking on my door. I love you, siblings. You guys rock. You know, I love you. But they know, like, they love their space too, you know? And I'm that person who I kind of like my space. I like sometimes, and I think because of that, if a relationship isn't serving me in a positive way, it's easy for me to, I'm good. I'm good by myself. That's what I think. Does that make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I love my space. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an ambivert, so, like, I love people. I love being around people.
Yeah.
But there are sometimes I'm just like, guys, I can't. Like,
Yeah.
don't talk to me. You can sit here and be pretty, but just don't talk to me. Like, just exist.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like my
think
space.
that.
And I think it's, like, liking yourself and not need outward validation.
Yes.
But also, don't get me wrong, because extroverts just need people to charge. Like, that's just how they charge.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a personality thing.
It is.
It's a personality thing, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the other part of the question I put, does culture, personal experience, or upbringing and personality factors make detachment easier for some than others? And I think it does. Like, the way your upbringing is, you know, like, I feel like, I know I had a friend that I spoke to a while ago that I used to be friends with, and she didn't have family around, you know, she was kind of isolated from her family. It was just her and her mom, and she grew up to be this really needy person. Like, she needs people around her as an adult. She likes relationships. She needs it. Like, some people are just like, I need to have people around me 24/7, and I need that. What you just said. Like, it's something about how they were brought up, or, you know, it's not their fault. It's life factors of their experiences, right, as a child or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if I had just been me and my mom, I don't know. I feel like I might have a need for more connection. But being that I have so many siblings,
Yeah.
I have so much family that
Me
it's
too.
just like I am so interconnected in all these people's lives that it's just like, okay, I don't
Yeah.
like really need anybody else. Like, I like other people.
Yeah.
But I'm okay by
But
myself.
I'm okay
You know
by
what I
myself
mean?
too. Yeah, we need that balance, and we both love people. Like, we're
Yes,
people.
we
Like,
are.
I'm a people person. I love my friends. I love being around people, but I love my space too.
I do. I love my space,
I
too.
love
I'm
my
not gonna
space
lie.
with God. I love hearing the sound of my own thoughts.
Yes.
You know, I love that serenity with myself. So something else we have in common, girl. Wow, I love it. Well, let's talk a little bit about the entertainment industry real quick. I think we're doing good with timing. Facing obstacles and adversity in the entertainment industry, which we're in this lovely entertainment industry, me and you, is consistency and motivation both equally important, and one more important than the other? What do you think?
I think being consistent and being motivated can only get you so far. I think you have to be passionate and literally, like, love what you do. Because, like, even being consistent, if you're not in it, like, your head and your heart's just not in it, it won't amount to what you want it to amount to. I think to be in this industry specifically, like, you have to love it. Like, I love picking up a juicy script. I love when a director just gives me a script and just like, go, just take it, do what you want with it. Like, I love that. Or I love when they push me and be like, I think you can go deeper. I think you can go harder. Okay, great. I'll go do that. Like, I genuinely, like, love this. I wouldn't want to do anything else. So I think you have to, like, be passionate about it, because it's too hard to not, like, love it.
Yeah.
It's too hard to not be passionate about it. You can't be passive about this, because it's not an easy thing to do.
I got you.
To get so many no's, or to get so many almost, or to get so many maybes will erode your confidence eventually if you don't, like, find another way to get through it. And mine is my passion. Like, I love it. Like, I love it.
That's so good. I agree. You do. You have to have that hunger and that drive inside of you that keeps you going. You're right. There has to be something. Because for me, with everything I do, it's my intention, like the purpose behind what I do. Excuse me. Everything I do has intention, has purpose, and I feel like it does come from God. I believe the Holy Spirit literally, like, will guide me and give me, like, these creative ideas and creative things, like you should write this. This is going to help people at a time like this, or this is what people need to see and hear at this time. Like, you know what I mean? And I think that's what drives me to do everything I do. Not, oh, how many likes do I get, or how many influences, or how many, I know, validation, all that. That's so not even close. Because I feel like if God has given it to me, then that means I need to be obedient and I need to do it. So that's kind of how I go with everything. But I know some people just think that having, like, being consistent, you know, because consistency is important. You have to keep going. Yeah, you have to keep going. But I think your passion and also, like, your motivation, I kind of think that goes hand in hand, right?
It does.
Yeah, that's what motivates us.
Because I think your why is important. You can keep doing something and it just be nothing. Like, you know what I mean? I think your why is important. It feeds you, it fuels you, and it makes it, like, impactful.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree. That why is very important. And in the other part of this question I put, does discipline outlast motivation? And how can we build daily habits that keep us moving even when inspiration fades? Wow.
I think discipline is more important than motivation because you're not going to feel motivated every day. There's just some days you're just not going to feel it.
Yeah.
And I think, honestly, not giving yourself a choice not to think about it. Like, I don't think about going to the gym. I'm just going to grab my bag and go. I'm not. If you give yourself the chance and out, we're human. We want to do what's comfortable. Most people are going to take their out. You don't give your chance to. You don't give your chance an out. Don't give yourself a chance to get an out. Like, or you will take it.
I agree. That's so true.
I feel like setting it up to where it's easy. I put my script, like, on my desk next to, like, my nightstand, so I know, like, I have to read it. Like, there is no not reading it. Like, you make it easy for yourself to build those habits.
Okay.
That way you can stay consistent with it.
That's
or,
so
like,
good.
having your, like, gym shoes right by the door. Like, not even having to, like, do much, or having your clothes laid out the night before. Like, there are just so many small ways you can trick your brain into making it a tiny step easier.
Yeah.
Because it makes it a difference. Like, if you have to, like, think about, oh, gosh, what am I going to wear? Like, I know it seems, like, so small, but it matters.
Yeah,
Making it easy for yourself when you don't feel it, I think, is important.
Yeah, I agree. And I love that because I realized that even just simple things like going to the gym, for me, I had to first of all, I make sure I set myself goals that I can accomplish because I'm not an early bird. So I'm not going to wake up at 5 a.m. to go work out. I'm not even going to lie to myself like, yeah, I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. every day and go to the gym. I'm like, no, I'm not. You know? So I set attainable goals. Like when I wake up, I'll go to the gym.
Fair. You do. You need to be self-aware enough to know that's not, I'm never going to be.
I will make sure I do it consistently 3 to 4 times a week. That is what I can stick with. And I stuck with that goal. And now it's easier for me. It's easier because it became a habit. And now, before it wasn't that, I couldn't do it consistently because it was like, I don't know. I just didn't get myself into that place where it was a consistent thing. But I think because now every morning I wake up, I'm excited. I'm like, ooh, I feel slouchy. I'm going to go work out. Because after I work out, I have energy. Like
you feel amazing after. It's like doing it. It's all fun. Like getting there.
Yes.
Or just like reading a script. Like it feels amazing after. But like getting yourself, if you just get yourself to do it.
Yeah.
So I like to also give myself like just 15 minutes. Just do it for 15 minutes. And then it'll make you do it more because then you're like in it.
Yes.
So I'll set a 15-minute timer. Like for journaling. If I don't feel like journaling that day, I'll like just 15 minutes. Just give yourself 15 minutes to just pump out like whatever's in your head.
Whatever's in your head.
Yeah. I think just giving yourself small goals because eventually you'll be more consistent. It'll make it easier to make your goals bigger.
Yes. And then reward yourself afterwards.
Yes.
I'm not rewarding myself. I'm like celebrating my small
1,000%.
wins. I'm like, ooh, I did it today. I'm gonna reward myself and do a little dance in my place. I'll do like a little dance, or I'll find a way to just give myself flowers. I'm like, it's just me and Jesus. Good job, Io. Even if it's just patting myself on the back. Like,
yeah, for
you
sure.
know, you have to be your champion. You have to champion yourself.
You have to be your biggest fan.
Yes.
You have to be your biggest fan.
Yes.
I know we're probably gonna I don't really believe in humility. I don't. Okay. So this is what I mean by that. I don't think you should ever shrink yourself.
Right.
But I do think you should never use your greatness to make somebody feel small. Like, I would never want to make somebody feel small. But to lie and say I'm not good at something just to make people feel better is weird.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you have to own it. You have to own your space. But I also know there's also room for improvement.
Yes.
So I feel like that's what true humility is.
I agree.
Like, owning yourself, owning your space, and then, like, being able to know that there are room for improvement.
Yeah. I agree.
And not trying to make somebody else feel small or less than, because I think that's just weirdo behavior.
I agree. Ooh, that's so good, girl. That is so good. And that's important because I think that's what it is because I know, you hear and we talk about this all the time. Sometimes people are social media. You can tell some people have competitive spirits, like they're trying to compete with you or they're trying to one-up you or something like that, I mean, you talked about this before, and I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know if anybody's trying to compete with me or not. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that. But I stay in my own lane. Like, I come from a very driven family. Like, my brothers and sisters are very driven. Like, we're all very driven, and we're go-getters, and we go for what we want in life. So, that's where my background is. And my parents, I guess, raised us that way. So, but I feel like it's weird for me when I realize, or I think people are trying to, like, I don't know, feel like they need to one-up me or whatever. Because I'm a person I'm always going to be filled with humility. I'm always going to be humble. Everything I have, everything I do, it comes from God blessing me. It's God giving me the strength, the wisdom, the resources. Everything comes from God. So I'm never going to be in a place where I'm like, yeah, I did that. That was me. Yeah, no, actually, it's not. None of it is my strength. So I'm going to say that right now. So that's where my humility comes from, is giving credit where credit is due. So, and I think it's interesting when you live that way, because I think a lot of successful people have that mindset, and that's why they're super successful. They just keep, succeeding.
I've seen the best actors on set be question their work, and they're like some titans. I'm just like, are you joking? Do you know who you are?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like that's what makes them good.
Yeah.
Is the need to always grow and feel better. And I think that's one of my things too. I am always willing for a director or whoever it is to push me.
Yes.
Or even my scene partner and be like, let's do grab me here, hold me here, do something different, or push me. I love being pushed to be better because I want to be the best at whatever I'm doing. So I love being pushed to be better.
Yes, and we should always love that. That's where it comes from. You should love that. And when you're in that place where you're always consistently, you love being pushed and being better, you don't have time to look to the right, to the left, what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, no. I think I'm not a competitive person.
No.
I'm competitive with myself because I want to beat the last best thing that I did.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not competing with you. And I just feel like a lot of people do feel that way. They are in secret competition with you. And and I catch weirdo behavior. I'm like, what are they doing? And I'm like, oh, they're competing with me. I'm like, why? I don't mean to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to make you feel small. I would never, I think you're amazing. And I think you're great at what you do. You don't need to compete with me.
Exactly.
I'm not even thinking about you.
We're all great.
We are.
But not everybody knows that they're great within themselves. That's the problem. Everybody needs to know and believe that greatness is in them.
Or you don't have to be better than somebody else to be good.
Exactly.
I feel like the need to be better than somebody else is insecurity.
Yeah.
Because when you know you're great doesn't take away from anybody else. She's pretty, I'm pretty. My pretty doesn't take away from her pretty, and vice versa. I don't need to compete with her.
Exactly.
He's great and I'm great. I don't need to compete with his greatness. I'm competing with my own.
Yes. And then you see, I know this is off the topic, but you see great women. I want to say women specifically, men too, but you see some amazing accomplished women just have their backs, each other's backs, and just succeeding together. And when they come together in a room, they light up that room. You know what I'm saying?
There's an energy. There's an aura that
when
just
two women
ignites.
We're doing right now.
Yeah, it just
right now.
No, it is. It's such a beautiful vibration and harmonious thing.
Yeah, when it's two, that's why I'm I don't understand women being catty or trying to be competitive, jealous, whatever. I'm why can't we both shine?
No, you can literally both shine.
Can both shine. It's okay.
I feel like it's a lack mindset.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot of times, but women are raised to be competitors.
Yeah.
I think it's society, it's nature.
Yes.
So I feel like it's almost set up that way.
I agree. I totally agree.
So you have to break out of that box.
Yes.
Of thinking somebody has to be better than you or you have to be better than somebody else. I think we're all great in our own zones of genius.
We are.
Even if we're doing the same thing, I can't do what you do the way you do it.
Yeah.
So why would I try to beat you at your own thing? I can't be a better you than you.
No. You can't. It's impossible. And that's the funny thing too. You said that. It's impossible for someone to try to beat somebody at being themselves. You cannot be somebody else.
No,
you cannot
can't beat me at being me.
Impossible. You can never beat somebody being them. Yeah. It's impossible. And there's this thing too, I'll be straightforward. Even in what we do, I feel in life there's always somebody too who is gonna be ahead, who's gonna be a little bit better, in a profession in what we're doing, So I just feel also trying to compete in the way of trying to be better than somebody who's close to you. Because I'm somebody's always gonna be or I should say further ahead than you, I should say. Because everybody goes through a journey. right? So maybe not better, but I should say further ahead. I feel like there's always going to be somebody further ahead than us in life, right? So it's like really owning your space and your lane and going through your own journey and your own process and enjoying that process, right? And owning your power right where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it's about.
Well, it is, because your process is your process for a reason.
Yes.
You're being pruned, you're being refined in your own way, because based off of what God feels like you need.
Yeah, exactly. See, me and you could talk all day, girl.
We literally
could go. We could go deep. I'm telling you. Listen, I have one more question that I want to do this lightning round.
Okay.
You ready? Okay. So this is another kind of dating question that just came, and I thought this kind of would fit me and you. Actually, I'll tell you why. But it's power, boundaries, and attraction. Are men threatened by strong women? And there was an article that I read. The article said men who admire and are drawn to powerful women are in healthy relationships where strength complements, not competes. And it also said how strong boundaries actually foster respect and deeper intimacy. So basically, like, the question is, are men like threatened by strong women? Or is that a quality that most men like? If a woman is strong and she has boundaries, that's basically
I think strong men do. I feel like weak men don't.
Oh, interesting.
Because boundaries make you easier to play and control and manipulate.
Oh,
so of course that's a challenge. Like, you're making me have to work more to take advantage of you. That's not fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like also men with good intentions don't mind it. Like most men like that I run into, thank goodness, like they love the fact that I'm a challenge. Yeah. And even my content, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm going to scare everybody away. They're like, no, I love your content. I love that you go so hard. Like, I love that about you.
Wow.
Like, I love that you're a challenge. I like that not everybody has access to you. I like that you're not easy. I like that you're friendly, but you're not overly friendly. You don't have too many you set strong boundaries.
Yeah. That's so good. I've had my male friends tell me that too. I have to agree with that. I've had a lot of my male friends. And again, me and you too, we have strong men in our lives. We're very lucky. Like my father, I have a really close relationship with my brother. Like, I talk to him about my dating experiences along with a lot of amazing men that I literally talk to about my love life and dating life. And they throw wisdom at me and, tell me things. And I think that actually really, I never realized how important that was. And that's part of where my strength comes from, that there's certain boundaries that I have in place when I'm dating, and there's just certain things that I will not go for when it comes to men, And you're right. I think the right types of men love that. I've heard that. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and I've heard a lot of men who are in healthy relationships or healthy marriages. They're like, yeah, she was a challenge. And I like that. I like that she had boundaries. I like that she had a 3-month rule or whatever it was, and she, and that like made them want to like,
because it shows respect for yourself. Yeah. Like people that respect themselves. Yeah. Like, and anybody that wants you to not respect yourself is like questionable. Like anybody that has a problem with your boundaries are quite like, why are they trying to take advantage of you? Like, that's weird.
That is so good. Wow, girl, listen. Well, we're going to talk about this more. Battle of the Sexes competition, guys, September 28th. Those are the types of things we're going to be talking about. It's going to be a good one this time. So anyway,
it's always good. I think they're always good.
Really? Oh, yeah. It is always good. Every time I try to step it up a notch with things and activities and classy it up. So I'm definitely trying to classy it up again this time around. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, so I wanted to do a little lightning round, this or that round.
Okay.
Ask you some questions. And then after that, then you can tell our viewers and listeners where they can follow you, what you have coming up, all that good stuff. Okay. So here it goes. And I know some of these might be hard, but you have to pick one. Which do you prefer, cake or ice cream?
Cake.
Cake all day? Good choice. I had Aaron here. I think Aaron said ice cream cake. I think he said ice cream cake.
That's what I was thinking. The combination together is like superb.
It's
like superb. I can't. Like it's hard.
I know. Men always try to find a way around stuff.
Of course they do. They want both. They want both. Of course.
Exactly. I love it. Do you prefer a rainy day or a beach day?
Beach day.
Yeah, rain or beach. Of course, the beach. Of course. That's an easy one. Okay, let's do some actor ones. Would you prefer to do a romantic comedy or horror?
Rom-com.
Rom-com all day?
Rom-com all day. I'm a romantic comedy girl.
Yeah, me too.
Yes. I love a happy ending.
That's my life. People tell me I'm cheesy because I love my rom-coms. I'm like, I don't care. Life needs to be happy. There's enough sadness.
There is. I love a Hallmark movie. I will not watch Lifetime for what? To be depressed and question my friends and family?
Exactly.
Those movies are crazy.
Exactly.
They make me paranoid.
I can just watch the news to be depressed.
Right.
I don't need to put that in my projects and sit there and watch depressing movies all day. I'm sorry, no. Life is depressing enough. Thank you, love. I'm with you on that one. Would you rather do your own stunts or hire a stunt person, like in a film?
Ooh, I'd rather do my own, honestly, if I can.
Yeah.
I would rather do my own.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd want to know what it is?
I'd want the challenge.
Yeah.
I like a challenge.
I agree. Okay. Would you rather perform a monologue or do improv on the spot?
Monologue.
Yeah. Yeah? You're not an improv chick?
I will do improv. I like the freedom of improv, but there's something that's just so powerful about it.
They are.
It's also like sometimes you surprise yourself when you've rehearsed it, and then sometimes things just come out, and I think it's fun to like be surprised.
Yeah.
And what comes out in the moment.
I agree. That is good. Okay. And there's a popular one that a lot of people like. Would you rather host Saturday Night Live or host the Oscars?
Ooh, that's a good one. Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. That's the one everybody picks. Yeah, everybody picks. Or I think I had Tony. Was it? I forgot who said they would. Oh no, I think it was my girl Paris. She said she would dress up for the Oscars, but then host Saturday Night Live. I think that's fair. That's fair. She's like, I just wanted to dress up for the Oscars, but I'll host Saturday Night Live. Yeah, awesome. Okay, and then I'm just gonna ask you a few of these. I asked you these before, and I just love these questions. They're from inside the actor studio. James Lipton, when rest in peace, when he did his show, he would ask, like, what is your favorite sound? Like a sound of noise you like.
Ooh, what's my favorite sound?
Yeah,
wind chimes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. They do. They have like a piece
like
about them.
Yeah, they're like really, really beautiful. Yeah. Either that or like a sound bath.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, how about the opposite? What's a sound of noise you hate?
Crying.
Yeah. Or baby crying.
Yeah, baby crying.
I hate
but
that.
Anybody crying just makes me sad.
I agree. Oh, that's so good. Okay. Now your favorite question. Everybody loves this one. When you arrive and you get to heaven, what do you want God to say to you at the pearly gates?
Ooh, it's the same. I'm going to give you the same answer. The same answer? I really hope, you did amazing. Yeah. Like, you did great. Like, don't get me wrong, that you could have done better. There are some, like, areas of opportunity, of course. But, like, I really hope, like, wow, you are everything I created you to be. Wow. You didn't miss a mark.
That's good.
Not a major one, anyway.
Right. See, I love that. Because, of course, the Christian term everybody says is, well done, my faithful servant. Yeah. Thank you. My good and faithful servant. But you broke it down. That's exactly what that is. Like, yes, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. That's exactly what I want God to say, too. You listened. You were obedient. You did everything I told you to do. Well done. Right? I love it. Okay. Well, girl, this was so amazing, girl. So amazing, as always. So good. But before we wrap up, I wanted you to tell the listeners and viewers where they can follow you and if you have anything coming up.
You can find me at Alexa Fanchette on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And I have a book coming out, and I am writing a screenplay. So I have some things in the works.
Yay! Awesome! Well, guys, that concludes today's episode of Ask the Girl from Schenectady. Make sure you tune in to my next episode where I will have another amazing guest and more juicy topics. Smooches! Mwah.